Alright, stream of consciousness. Mission-Make-A-Thon. I will never be able to pronounce that slowly. Here's a fun little thing that I just kind of found, just looking around. What's this? Whoa. What in the world is this doing here? It's even, like, spinning. There's a tiny little animated galaxy in the middle of this stovepipe here. Is that really necessary? I mean, I guess. It's, you know, little Easter eggs. Okay, so this is mostly abandoned because there isn't much to do down here. Yeah, there's nothing else, but okay. So we have set up the civilian presence here, and let me go ahead and throw this into the town so that I can toggle that and not have to look at it, although I did not realize the sync markers stay there, but that's fine. Okay. We have a little checkpoint here, and this is just like I put the cones in the middle of the street because this is just like a stop checkpoint. If you go further, you go into the radiation zone. So the checkpoint is less, like, I think someone's gonna tease them and call it a toll road, but this is more of a stop here before you die kind of a thing. People tend to travel through the area, so after you do a little favor for them, they will give you the proper detour route and then just kind of casually mention, oh yeah, there's some weird people who live up here. Don't touch their stuff. But if I'm not mistaken, do I have an independent force that is... Oh, I do have nicer locals. Okay, cool. Alright, so I can just spawn like one of these dudes here, and... Yeah, okay, cool. I do have an independent force of locals. I thought I would have to take the, what is it, armed locals and change them around, but... Okay, that's nice. So, we've got this guy, and now I need that little bit of code that makes them stay still. That I really should have put somewhere else, but I'm going to go ahead and open up the previous mission. Wait, and... Huntala Winter? This is... Oh, this is the, shoot, wrong one. This is not the mission that I wanted to go for, but, I was going for 2.5, my mistake. 3.5. Alright, and then, if I'm not mistaken, I've used a whole shit ton of this code over here to make these guys stand, so I will explain this once I get back into episode 4. Just grabbing that code because I know where it is, and I really should put that somewhere else. Like, I need a reference document. Okay, and then init arsenal just keeps disappearing on me, but I swear it's in there. Like, let's go into, here's mission 4, there's init arsenal, it's there, I don't know why it's complaining. It usually complains like that when the description.ext, and I should do this, but it calls for init arsenal, so it's looking for this and then can't find it, but I think that's just because it's pre-config, I don't know. It's there. It does an error out later on. Anyway, this guy. Okay, so this just is something you say to use the... This is a keyword. The keyword points towards the object that you are, you know, it's this. It's pretty self-explanatory. Disable AI is basically allows you to selectively disable which particular AI point it does, and then path is just its ability to move. This set unit position up, just make sure they stay standing and don't duck down, but I think they still do. I don't think set position is a a permanent thing. This guy is standing in a very thick bush, so let's get a grass cutter. Yeah, try to use the sign helpers and just kind of put that right on his feet. And look, he actually trimmed away some of the, like, it doesn't get rid of the texture on the ground, but man, that is a weird texture on the ground. It's nice if you're looking at it from a distance and you've got all this other foliage in the way, but it's better than having plants clipping into things like this. Let me actually collapse all of that. Go into the roadblock. Go ahead and toggle that. And let's just put these concrete barriers just out of that particular bush. There we go. And hey, they got these concrete barriers from over here. I should actually add a couple of concrete barriers in there just to show that. In fact, there should be a lot more concrete barriers around here. Like they've got a whole concrete factory they can use. I'm just gonna put like, you know, just haphazardly place a few of those there, so like, you know, hey, we're stopping here. There we go. And then, just for the sake of immersion, if anyone actually cares to go down here, I'm gonna put just a ton of these concrete barriers over here, so it's like, oh yeah, look, they've got all these concrete walls and these tubes, and look, all those barriers that they use at the roadblock. Maybe don't make them all look like they... Yeah, I think if you just kind of stagger them a little bit, they'll look natural enough. Alright, cool. So there are some extra concrete barriers just to show all... In case the players... They usually don't worry about where they get things, but... yeah, that concrete factory is kind of what happens over here. And okay, this is a much bigger roadblock now and a little bit harder to get by because concrete. Okay, all of these objects, sans that dude, we can go ahead and make these. Oh yeah, when you can, make things simple objects, turn off damage, turn off simulation. The more things that are simple objects, the better. I'm trying to think if everything... Yeah, this all should be simple objects. And if they weren't off map, I could tell you better, but a lot of them are, some of them aren't. I am seeing little yellow boxes. But that's just the cool zone. If people lose some FPS on that, that's fine. And some things can't be made simple objects, like for whatever reason this sandbag wall can't, but you do what you can. I will say that this entire vineyard over here, that is very hard to see actually, like just kind of from above here. You know, once you get down to the ground, you can actually tell, like, oh yeah, look, little trellises and things growing on them. That looks like they could grow grapes there. And yeah, from a distance you can tell, but let's see. Oh yeah, and I didn't add the picnic tables and the grass cutters. Is that all of them? No. But let's go ahead and add that to the vineyard that I think I spelled wrong. Didn't that have an E in it? Oh well, doesn't matter, that's internal. Okay, cool, so that's there. Yeah, but you can see all these vines, and you know, let's go ahead and untoggle that, make sure these are all simple objects too, take off simulation and damage. No one's firing a rocket at this or trying to destroy it, I would hope. But yeah, all of these objects are simple objects, except the trellises. Apparently the trellises don't get to do that, but in any case. Big field looks nice. These should all be simple objects. Under no circumstances do you want to, you know, have physics interactions. Except for like basic what is it? Collision detection. There it is. Which I think is what simple objects do, because they make them act like map objects and not your other objects. And you know what? Is there any other... Let me go ahead and minimize that and lock it so that that is gone now. Okay. Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna have to look into that later. Did I make the rock slide? I did not. I should go ahead and undo the rock slide really quickly and make sure these are all also simple objects. Not as important over here because there's only about a dozen objects, but every little bit counts. Every little bit helps. Simple objects, do not enable simulation, do not. All right, there we go. And yeah, some of them, like even some of those stones can't, but that's all good. Yeah, do that as often as you can. Okay, now that we are up here at the roadblock, this guy is going to be roadblock guy, and we will go ahead and mark that off in, yes, this is Hyperborea 4. Alright, yeah, let's wake up the text editor. I didn't think that would have to happen. Okay, I have some code that I use for dialogue. I will have to explain this later, or not at all, but I'm going to just go through the basics here. So, story text is a little function that I do that puts like the little subtitle near the bottom of your screen. Each of these actions are going to be added to some NPC. That guy is roadblock guy. And he is going to so typically if the action starts with a verb like say hello, hopefully the players understand that that is them saying hello. And if it doesn't have a verb at the beginning of it, or hold on, well, actually I'm trying to think of what to title this. So first let's go ahead and get rid of the other text line here. So long string is just going to be a string with a little bit of formatting applied to it. This just makes it gray, a little easier to see on the white snow, but that's different now, but I think it'll be fine. There isn't as much snow. We're getting into a green area. And now I gotta start writing dialogue. What does this guy say upon first interaction? And I guess yeah, two questions. One, do they have the caps for this? Yeah, I could also. All right, so let's say, uh, I gotta write this better, but I'm gonna do like a please stop. This is a toll road. I wonder what the toll should be. Okay, so I'm actually gonna make a quick function called if they actually pay. So this is a function that I'm gonna have to remember to call. So if players actually pay toll, put call, or we'll call it they actually paid into the console. Just a little reminder there. Okay, they actually paid. And then this is going to add a roadblock guy action. And that'll probably just be run globally. Oh yeah, they do have a concrete factory, so then trying not to think about the differences between asphalt and concrete, and maybe they do the same at the same factory, but they could, charge the toll to keep the roads. In fact, I'm even gonna do like a add action, please stop, this is a toll road. Says the man. And we don't need that period there. Yeah. You see how nice these roads are? They don't come free. Alright, if they actually pay the toll, then this guy. Let's see, okay. And we're just gonna add a new action. That's going to be how much is the toll? And here's why I like keeping a reference for, let's see, Hyperborea. Okay, the last bank check. How many caps did we all have? Caps is not in here. I think it's AM underscore. Okay, AM bill 20. You've got 99 times $20 bills. Let's see, where are the B cap? Okay, they have 28 bottle caps, 2 hammers. Right, let me see if they have like B cap 100 in there. Okay, 70 caps. Okay, they've got 70 plus 28. They have... I could charge them 100 caps for a toll. Yeah, no, actually, we're gonna do that. We're gonna be an asshole. We're gonna have 100 cap toll for players that only have 98 caps. Um... Oh my god, and they could do the bus thing for 2 caps. Oh no. Yeah, I think, that'd be so stupid, making them drop off a dude for 2 caps, just so they have the 100. Okay. What they call and run globally so that everybody gets this add action. I think I'm gonna have to put another one in here for the side quest. Is there an accent in Montana that I could maybe... Trying to think how to... I'm wondering if I should say, guess you aren't traders, or guess y'all ain't traders, or, a little bits of there. I'm gonna go with the trading type. Okay. Branching storylines. So do keep in mind that inside the add action, you can, define whatever code you want. Let's see, how much is the toll? I don't have that much. Okay, so we're going to call asked, or hold on, mentioned favor. Okay, and then in this, mentioned favor is then going to be defined as, and I don't think we need to put that above. We'll see how this compiles. This might compile in order, so I got to put mentioned favor above that, but I'm just gonna kind of write this out and then check and make sure it works. Okay, so when you ask about, I don't have that much, and then he says, guess you aren't the trading type, that's fine, I'll let you buy if you do me a favor. Then it will call mention favor, and then that will add this new thing that we don't need to call that again. What kind of favor? To the south, all right, this guy's who you're talking to. All right. Yeah, south of here. Yes, yeah, okay, we're gonna say that south of here is a big old industrial what's it? I don't know how to spell what's it, but I think here's a big old industrial what's it. Something's been creeping around the area, probably in something has been creeping around the area, probably an animal or something. Say, or the like. This is, if this was spoken, it would be better. If you were literally sitting down and this NPC was, if I had to get a voice actor for this, then yeah, you could probably get away with something's been creeping around the area. Probably an animal or something like that. Two somethings, but when it's text medium, you want to avoid doing extra somethings like that. So south of here's a big old industrial, what's it? Something's been creeping around the area, probably an animal or the like, but it's got the town spooked. Figure out what it is and take care of it, and I'll let you pass for free. That is a little bit too much. Alright, I'm gonna say something has been creeping around at the southern industrial what's it? Let's add in south of here. Just put that into two. Yeah, put that into just two sentences to compress it a little bit. Then I could even say probably an animal or like it's got the town spooked. I don't really need the but there. Figure out what it is and take care of it. Figure out what it is, comma, take care of it, comma, and I'll let you pass. I think the for free is, okay, that is much more compressed and that'll fit in there. Okay, hold on. Does asphalt need to be? Huh, okay. This could be a concrete road. It doesn't necessarily have to be asphalt, although asphalt is a lot cheaper. We are in like a, this is a fragmented, segmented society. We're kind of not in sort of the national capital market here, so less so whether or not it's expensive and more so if you've got the resources on hand since you can't just, buy it from China. Alright, what about is that pay the guy to chisel out the solidified concrete? Concrete would be, we're gonna say they have concrete on hand because that is what that is. Coarse aggregate bonded together by fluid cement that, okay, so it's already cured. Alright, cool. Concrete definitions, ingredients, how it's made. Okay, so when it is, imagine it is a factory. Let's see. Someone's got to pay the guy chiseling out the tanks? What would you call where you would store the concrete? I imagine you mix it beforehand, like. Okay, so do you pour concrete into like a mold? And is that how you type? Or let's see. Pour into a mold, yes. A silicone mold that you would pour into, it is M-O-L-D, no U in there. I always thought the difference between like the thing that grows in your ceiling tiles versus the thing you would pour another thing into in order to make a shape, I thought that had a U in it, but that's not the case. Alright. Someone's got to pay the guy chiseling out the old concrete molds. Okay, that's good. So, like, factory would make a whole bunch of concrete just kind of on site and then pour it into a bunch of molds, and then that makes, I think that's how that gets made. This is one of those things that I'm going to get. Actually, you know what? Let me just concrete mold. Concrete molds. Apparently you can just go onto Amazon and buy concrete molds, but that is what you would, okay, so that's like for flagstone. Weird, people are making flagstones out of concrete, I guess. Okay, what other kind of molds and forms? Yeah, would you use a mold in order to make... We're gonna say equipment. Let's... Why be specific when you can be more general? Someone's got to pay the guy chiseling out the old concrete equipment. So now you can think like, oh, hey, someone was making something out of concrete and pouring it, and then, you know, the end of the world happened 200 years ago, and now there's still a bunch of concrete stuck in things that it shouldn't be in. So cool, chiseling out the old concrete equipment. I wonder if I should add an action for smartasses. Be like, why don't you use asphalt? Okay, you know where an asphalt factory is, let us know. Oh, I don't know if I want to do that. I think the dog is coming back. Them little tippy taps in the background. Hi, Goose. Don't interrupt me, please. I'm trying to write dialogue for a dude at a toll. Okay, so there's this toll guy, and yeah, if we want to be okay, if we want to be dumb, I'm gonna have the bus guy. What kind of favor? I guess maybe I make caps here. That's a good question. But this dog is demanding pets. What? Just wants. Alright, that's fine. Demanded a few pets. Let's see. Alright, anything else I want to put? Alright, how much is the toll? Let's do just a... Can't I just go around? You could, and you look more armed than I am, so I wouldn't stop you. You could, period. And you look more armed than I wouldn't stop you. You really shouldn't. And I might even want to put like another one of these things. If the players run roughshod into the radiation zone. And if I were better, alright, that we also have to make the radiation part there. What is that? The immediate east? Okay, and then this needs to be... They did not pay. As much, like, I could put in, like, a little bit of code that just checks if they go past a certain point or into the radiation zone and then calls that, but I'll just do it manually. I'll have those two on standby. We've got the favor getting mentioned. Alright. Let's make sure this all works so far. And then we'll actually get into figuring out what the hell is down there. For the sake of simplicity, because this is just going to run on local things, I'm going to go ahead and I have to take down the server, then I can do a play as this character here. So let's do that, and then quit out of that, and then make sure that dialogue works, and then I think I will... And I don't think I'm gonna get the whole, like, favor that needs to be done in the south there, so that might be... This video might only be 40 minutes. Or so. I'm just gonna... Well, okay, you know what? I'm here and creating a Zeus already. I'll just ignore all these NPCs back there. Alright, pop over here. I should also make sure... Yeah, I need to make sure there isn't, like, any obvious places for them to run into. Like, do they want to follow this road? I guess. It is pretty mountainous around there, so they're not likely to. It's already a bit of a trek to get up here, too. Alright, in any case, I'm just gonna teleport my Zeus here, because I can't be bothered. Please stop. The toll road, says the man. Okay, see how nice these roads are? They don't come free, and... Alright, cool. Much. Really shouldn't. I don't have that much. In case you're not the trading type, that's fine. I'll let you buy if you do me a favor, and then what kind of favor? Figure out what it is, take care of it, and I'll let you pass. I guess I can throw like an extra... Yeah, I'll probably put one more branch in there. Let's see. Okay, they need to go into town and take the left. If you pass the fire station on your right, you're going the right way. Big complex at the end of the road. Don't take the fork over to the right. That's going to be a lot of instructions there. Huh. Are these just like... These are goat paths that they've just put into a big... I didn't notice that. Where am I? Yeah, down here. There's just a bunch of goat paths. I wonder if I could put more of a vineyard here, because this might actually be like where that vineyard sign's supposed to be pointing to. Oh well. Got that space already out over there. But the dialogue works. I'm gonna maybe look into making sure that the directions... Yeah, get the directions accounted for, turn off debug mode. That's not supposed to be on, that's still on. I need to turn that off. Okay, but so far that all looks like it's working. Locality speaking, all of the story code is being put on all of the machines, so that's fine. But I'm going to tinker around with that, rewrite it, just kind of do that process. And as soon as I am ready, hopefully, to send people down here, I'll need to actually figure out what the hell I'm doing down there too. I don't know, maybe ghouls? Maybe some kind of other ghost or something? I'll figure it out.